Okay, so really quick, turn to someone around you and tell them a nickname that you have. Now, this could be a nickname that you got growing up from your parents or a nickname that your friends gave you, but really quick, turn to the people around you, one person, tell them a nickname you have. Okay, everybody up here? Everybody back up here? All right. Okay, now moving a little deeper than just the nicknames that we have, let me ask you a question. How much does it bother you when people say things about you that aren't really nice or kind? Maybe they call you names or something like that, but those things that people say to you, do you really take those things to heart and let them define you, or do you let those kind of things go pretty easily? Today we're going to be looking a little bit more into this idea of our identity and how what people say and think about us affects who we become. So let's now go to this week's episode of Erased.
What's going on?
I don't know. I don't remember who I am.
What are you talking about? That makes like zero sense.
My name, I can't remember it. Do you remember yours?
Of course I do. I don't know my name.
You three have volunteered for an experiment. It is a chance to actually change your identity and ultimately become the person you always wanted to be.
What's the catch?
No catch, subject one. You get what you want. A new identity.
That doesn't make sense. I mean, you don't get something for nothing.
Very observant, subject three. All you have to give up is everything about who you were.
Let me see who I was.
I'm not here, subject one. This is just a hologram.
I just need to embrace it. I need to not be afraid anymore.
But I can take away your fear.
God already did. He is the creator of everything, and he does it for free. Yeah, I can blend in, but God gave me an identity in who I am.
And what is your identity in?
God.
So be it, subject one.
That's not my name. My name is Donovan.
Why don't you sleep on it? You don't want to make a hasty decision.
Okay, wait, tell us who we...
Three students are given the chance to change who they are. They must take part in a new experiment that will give them a new identity. But in order to embrace something new, they must leave who they were behind.
Rise and shine, everyone.
Good morning, Dr. Frost.
I see you're feeling better, subject one.
I told you, my name is Donovan. And I've never felt this good. I've embraced my true identity.
What are you still doing here then?
I'm not leaving. I'm gonna make sure Dr. Frost doesn't force you to change your identity.
I am confident once you see the happiness of the other subjects, you'll change your mind.
Not gonna happen.
Let the day begin.
He makes everything sound really creepy.
I'm not creepy, subject two. I'm on your side. I'm here to help.
How?
To give you the identity you want. Look at this. Here's your first gift. A little blast from your past.
When did I take these?
This is the smartphone feed.
Why do you have so many selfies?
Yeah, that's a lot.
I don't know. It makes it seem weird when you put it up like this.
You like yourself a lot.
Come on, look at that sweater. I know how to put together an outfit.
Hey, you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just starting to remember something. It's foggy, but I'm remembering.
That's great. Do you know your name?
Actually, wait. I think I do.
You're fighting too hard. Let's look at what you're trying so hard to keep.
She needs
Did you
glasses.
even look
Her
in the
taste is
mirror?
off-road. Better luck next time.
I don't want to see any more.
But there's so many. Don't you want to know what people think?
I'm not sure.
But you do.
I'm tired of being teased. They make fun of me all the time. I want to be popular. I want to be trendy. I want to be the one that everyone wants to be like. Can you do that?
Imagine a world where you will never get a bad comment again, where you will always know exactly what to wear and what people expect you to be.
That's impossible.
Not at all. All she needs to do is upload her identity, and she can be the trendiest girl on the planet.
That's a bold promise.
It's a fact. You chose not to do it, Subject 1.
Because I discovered something better. I know where my identity comes from, and an identity in God is better than anything people say.
That's great for you, Subject 1, but don't spoil it for those who want to change.
You aren't falling for this, are you?
I don't know, it sounds really good.
He's lying.
Just because you decided to walk away, don't ruin it for us, okay?
Subject 3 is correct. This is a very good thing.
He's lying to you. You don't want to give up who you are.
But I hate who I
You
am.
don't even know who you are.
I know they tease me all the time. They say I don't have a sense of style. I'm a dork.
Who's they?
My friends.
Well, I think if people put you down, then they aren't your friends.
They aren't her friends yet. But once she takes on her new identity, people will be lining up to be like her.
That's just stupid and a horrible way to make friends.
Hey, let her do her thing.
Subject 2, look at this.
Why?
I want to show you something.
He's just trying to distract you, keep you from being who you truly are.
Popularity won't help. You're just finding your identity in what people say.
But if enough people say it, doesn't that make it true?
Just because they say it doesn't mean that it's true.
Don't you hear what they're saying, Subject 1? You are the one who is wrong.
I don't have to find my identity in what people say.
But I do.
Listen, I know you don't know me, but just trust me, okay? How do you think you look? Do you like it?
I don't know.
Come on, just go with your gut feeling. What do you think?
I like it. It's different.
Keep looking. What do you see?
I see a girl who isn't afraid to be different.
But what do other people say?
No, don't.
It's part of the process. People say you aren't cool. I guess you aren't cool.
Hey, I like it. You know, you're not afraid to be yourself.
But I am afraid.
Just upload your old identity and you'll get one that won't ever be afraid again. No one will make fun of you. You'll set the trend.
Will I still be unique?
Not exactly. You'll always know exactly what is in and popular and dress that way.
So I'll lose what makes me me. Everything I do will just be based on if it's popular.
Well, it's based on what people say is cool. And right now, they say you aren't.
These comments can't be true.
But it's out there for everyone to see.
It's only true if you believe it to be true.
But you'll never belong. You'll be an outcast, a nerd.
Don't listen to him. You do belong. God accepts you. Trust me. These are all lies.
Let me show you what you're leaving behind.
You're a dork, nerd, weird.
Do you really want to hear that over and over again?
I'm not sure.
Let me show you what you can have.
That dress looks great. I never would have bought it until I saw you wearing it. Look, I already have 500 likes and I don't even know these people.
Why does that matter?
A bunch of strangers like me. That's awesome.
See the influence you can have? You can be very popular.
Guys, I know who I am. I have a killer style and people love it.
It doesn't matter. I know the truth now, and God sees you. And He loves you, and that means that you mean something. I would risk everything on that one promise.
I'm worth more than words and I don't care what people say.
But no one will like you.
I'm not alone. I belong to God.
Subject 2, what are you saying?
I'm not subject to. My name is Vicky. And I don't get my identity from what other people say. I get my identity from what God says.
You are giving up so much. I could have made you something.
I am something.
You're glitching the system. Your chance now, Subject 3. Show them their mistake.
We're only getting stronger.
we watched as subject 2, or should we say Vicky, really struggled with her identity. She put all these pictures of herself online only to find that everyone would make fun of her style. And she began to take those comments that they said about her to heart. It began to shape her and mold her, and she started to believe what other people were saying about her. So let's take her situation and let's flip it around. What do people say about you or to you? Do those things ever hurt you or make you feel insecure? Do you start to believe those things that people say about you? Well, here's a funny story that I'm going to tell you. And I don't tell a lot of people this story because it's a little embarrassing for me. So you should feel really privileged that I'm sharing this with you. But I remember one time I was walking down the street with some of my college roommates, and walking past us from the other direction was this group of girls. And I'm not going to lie to you, some of them were pretty cute, you know? So this one girl, as they're walking past, she points out to me and she says this. She goes, "Hey, you." And I'm looking around like, she talking to me? And she points out and she says, "Hey, you're cute." And I'm like, all right, yeah, this girl's totally into me, you know what I'm saying? But then she says something else. She says, "You're cute." And then she pauses. "But you're really short." And I'm like, burn, shut down. There were so many things I just wanted to say, but I just didn't. Now, in that moment, I could have easily taken to heart the things that she said about me, that I'm short. I could have let it define me and create this identity inside of me, an identity that says that I'm just not good enough or that I don't measure up, literally. Or I could know that I'm not defined by what people say about me, that my identity isn't in what a girl thought of me or anyone else for that matter. I could know that it's not about what people say and think I am. It's actually about who God says and thinks I am. Ephesians 1:5 says, "God decided in advance to adopt us into his own family by bringing us to himself through Jesus Christ." This is what he wanted to do, and it gave him great pleasure. That verse paints such an awesome picture of what God thinks of us and our relationship to him. It says that we're part of his family, his perfect and loving family, and it brings him so much pleasure to be so close to us. And because of that relationship with God, we can know that we're loved, that we have worth, that we're valued, that we're accepted, that we belong to him, that you belong to God. You don't need to put your identity in what people say about you or think about you. Don't let those things that people say or think make you feel insecure or like you're not good enough. Put your worth and identity in God and know that in him you are way more than what others say and think you are. Let what God says and thinks you are define who you become. And my prayer is that you will be confident in that.